Yeah. Do you have a question? Yeah, gotcha.
You're at the University of New Hampshire, and how do you handle that? Because you don't want to let them silence you, but they'll keep chanting.
Oh yeah, they'll keep chanting. First off, often at these events, the people that are there to protest, they're not there to listen, they're there to protest. I did not want this 2-hour video to be posted because I did it and I knew it was crazy and these kids were screaming at me and I didn't want to make it about, I didn't want these kids to have to be in public embarrassing themselves.
Don't you want to embarrass them for their intolerance?
I guess at some level, yes, but I think there's still a piece of me that just wishes we could all be a little bit better. So I did not want to post the video, but then a couple of people got a hold of the video and selectively edited it to make it seem as if I was silencing people and the rest of it. So then I was like, you know what, we're going to put it up unedited and let it be. Now, in retrospect, I'm glad we did. The best example of this is there was a woman in the back who is trans who kept yelling at me for a series of different things. I said to her, I want you to live with the same rules, the same laws, the same decency, the same respect that every other person in this nation deserves and has a right to. I said, I hope you have somebody that you love and find happiness, all of these things. I said, the one thing is that I don't want the government to be able to tell me what pronouns to use when I'm referring to you. I said, I'll use the right ones. You just can't give that sort of power to the government. Sometimes people are going to be mean. The government can't fix that. She continued to yell at me and curse at me and stuff. I didn't know this till months later. It turned out the woman is a gender studies professor at the university. So a gender studies professor at a university is vocally shouting down a speaker. She was live tweeting it, calling me alt-right and the rest of it. And this is tolerated at universities today.
And how did that one resolve? Did she eventually shut up and you got to speak?
Well, I just kept going.
You can't go over the Black Lives Matter chants. They drown you out.
Well, usually they get tired. These people get tired pretty quick. No, but you know what? They stick to a script. And if you notice, one of the things that I did, I made a point of saying to them when some of the kids were, students, whatever they are, when they were right in front of me, you know, just as close as we are, I would say, you know what? They're chanting. I'd say, could you look me in the eye and ask me a question? I'm here. Ask me a question. Make a point. I'll gladly respond. And they can't. And they immediately look away because they can't. They're programmed. And if you can break that programming, then you can get somewhere good.
Dave Rubin has more to say about free speech and why he left the left in our full interview at johnstossel.com.